I'm doing a school card, bro. So, that's right.
Are vibrant in chapter 1, but decaying / dull in chapter 10. Okay, Thomas. George did what? Oh, the hat. Jamie.
Glacial boy, feel me?
Okay.
You got on Instagram.
Jamie, what's different about the water snake in both chapters?
Well, like, cheese the back.
The water snake flies up the pool and it comes by air.
Yep. What happens in chapter 1? Yeah. So, and something I mentioned when I was talking with Sarah and Jamie about this, we haven't talked about symbolism yet. Have we done stuff with symbolism before? So, symbolism can be colors, items, events that represent something else. So, I want you to think about what happens in chapter 1 versus chapter 6 in general, right? So, chapter 1 is when they first get to the river, they're talking, they've just run away from weed, they're on their way to their new place. And they're kind of like talking and working, and they like go to sleep and stuff and like talk about things. Chapter 6, they have a very similar conversation, but it ends very, very differently, right? Because they're not going to get out of it this time. So if we think about it, in chapter 1, this little snake getting away. It's kind of like Lenny, right? Lenny, he's at the river and he's managed to get away from weed and not get in trouble, right? But in chapter 6, he doesn't get away. So by the snake getting eaten is symbolized, so the heron eating the snake is symbolizing George killing Lenny. But the snake getting away in chapter 1 is symbolizing Lenny escaping.
This guy.
The whole symbolism piece. Side.
In both chapters, Lenny's being hunted down for something he's done. Oh yeah.
Look at this wall. Oh, looking nice.
I just figured. Side, what's different about that though? Right. So, chapter 1, he gets away.
Oh my god.
Chapter 6,
Hello.
he gets caught. Exactly. So this is actually the symbolism of the law.
Yo, chill.
What else? Okay. Do another one side.
What did you say? What did you say? What did you say?
Disrespect.
Okay, so Lenny offers 12-1 in both.
What's your new YouTube channel?
Alright.
What's your new YouTube channel?
Shit, I'm just posting videos on it, man.
Yo, get
Yo, chill.
Doesn't it kind of reflect the state of the men in both times too? So the water being really calm, more calm in chapter 1, with just like a couple of little ripples when they disturb the water, kind of reflects that the fact that, you know, they're nervous about what's going on, but they think they've gotten away with it, so they're kind of sort of taking a minute and like calming down for the head to the next place. But in chapter 6, there's a lot of turmoil and emotional things going on. So the water kind of reflects the emotional state of both of them, right? I tell you, there's lots of layers when it comes to a sister. Anything else in particular? Add. Elliot. All good? Yes? No? Sarah?
The first time they both do the ride, the same time they don't. And guys.
So the first time they what?
The first time they both eat their alive.
Ah, Grade 3 minutes in the class.
And you go first chapter, they mention that the sun was
Yo.
Hmm?
and then chapter
Something about the sun, right?
yeah, hold it.
Hold on.
Right, I think it's more, it's adding to like the peaceful, I think it's like sunset, right? Sunset, and the next one there isn't really any sun.
Sure.
So, sun, chapter 1,
Yo.
sunset and calm. Chapter 6, no sun. And it's dark. Okay. Thomas. No, you do not. Okay? So I see I have some friends writing things down. Feel free to add what you like, but this is mostly you making a list to add things to. If you want to take a picture of it, you're free to. But I have questions. So think about all these similarities,
Yes, sir.
similarities and differences, right? So the chapter takes place in the same location. Chapter 1 and chapter 6, same location, right? But very, very different things happen that are also kind of similar. It's weird. Why do you think the author chose to do that? Why do you think he chose to start and end it in the same place, but have everything play out differently? Okay, I like that. So it shows the change, right? So where they were starting and where they ended up, kind of coming full circle, right? Through everything.
What am I going to talk about?
What impact
You talk.
does it have by using the same setting? Like, what does that create? So we come back to that same setting, that full circle moment, realizing that all this has been happening to get to this point. What kind of impact does that create? How does it make the audience feel? Or meant to make them feel anything? Surprise? Okay, we didn't think we were gonna end up here, did we? When we read chapter 1, right? And we're at this river, hanging out. Did we think we were gonna get to this point? That's where we ended up in chapter 6. Did we see that coming? If you didn't know spoilers.
Huh?
No spoilers.
I didn't spoil none.
You did not spoil anything, I'm very proud.
No, I got it outside.
He did.
Outside.
Avery did.
I did not.
Outside.
All I saw was that Lonnie got killed.
And more.
Can you hold on
Yeah.
for a few minutes?
He gonna go fix what you
Okay, pause. I have an extra conversations besides music that I can hear from up here. Number 2 earlier. Thank you. So it's kind of surprising, right, that we started here in this calm place and we're back to this calm place. Very, very
Get away from me.
Good. Like a
Laptop.
laptop?
Laptop down.
Yo, you cracked it.
Laptop down.
I think dead it is.
You're sure? It's not going anywhere.
This motherfucker right here.
So, how do you think the audience or is meant to feel? What do you think their intention was by the time you got to the end of this book? You come back to the same place, this safe place, right? It's kind of sad. Maybe a little depressing, right? It kind of creates a thing of like, oh, you thought they were going to be kind, but like,
Are we packing up?
so he does it on purpose. We will be, most likely tomorrow, wrap up with the rest of the movie, the plan, so we can see it all play out. And then we'll be looking a little bit at like what was on there.
Hey, Avery, sing rap, rubbing out the paint.
I heard that song before.
Gang.
That's all I remember.
I'm like little number.